This animated skeleton only cost me £15. I'm going to show you how easy it is to improve him and make him totally different. Which is a bonus, so I don't have to make the electronics to go in him on this one. All he is head, shoulders and arms. I've made a base and a piece of 40mm waste pipe, and that's attached to his shoulders. I made him a new cloak out of black fabric to go over his original one, just to give him a bit of body. And I've pasted his face in the same method as I used in the previous video when I was doing the zombie monkey. Painted his teeth. I'm going to put an extra layer of this material, which is very loose weave, and you can pull it and make holes in it. So that's going to go around the top, give him an extra layer. I'll put that on like a shawl, and we're just going to pin it in place. We'll just put a few stitches here and there just to hold it, make sure it doesn't move. We'll just make a few more holes in him. Make it look old and tatty. Got him a little lantern that I picked up off eBay. That lights up at night, so that'll you can hold that. Show it working. There we go. So it's got its own little lamp. Now, as this one was only head, shoulders and arms, I've had to borrow some legs off one of my other skeletons. I'm going to do the same again. We're going to paint them up, made a frame so it can fasten to the waste pipe. So the first job, we're going to darken them up, make them look more realistic. I've given them a coat of dark matte brown paint, and just sprayed it on lightly, brushed it off, and now I'll start with some raw sienna, just highlight the bones. I'm going to coat each bone, and then with a damp piece of sponge, just dab off some of the paint so it looks weathered and old, like it's just been dug up. Carry on doing bones, going one by one. There we go. I've done the other leg to match and the leg bones. That's ready to attach to him now. Back to the workshop. Got our legs. So we're just going to attach that with one screw. Let's lift his gown up a minute. Out of the way. You can see the pole that we've used. Just line his feet up. Over, and then you can see it looks like he's got a full skeleton body. So instead of using the try me button, I'm going to make electronics for him. So we'll start with a relay. We've got negative, positive and activation button. On the other side we've got the common, normally open, normally closed. We're going to be using normally open. And we're going to use our motion detector. That has two adjusters, the time, and that one is for sensitivity. On the other side we've got our activation, which will go to the relay, and a positive and a neutral. I'm going to wire all those up. So the activation lever is the green one, that's going into that switch. And we've got our live and neutral. I made all these wires up earlier, so they're all the right length for this whole project. And connect the jointed together, so now we can connect live and neutral onto our motion sensor. And these other two probes will go into the normally open and the common, and those will replace the two wires on the switch. Now I can just connect it up to a power supply. So we want 5 volts. There we go, that's the relay on. We've just got to set the timer now for... I'm going to set the time for him. Probably do around 10-15 seconds. That'll be long enough. So we'll just adjust the timer until he's we're happy with the length of time that he's on for. That's indicated by the red LED on the relay board. Let's give him a little tweak. There we go. That's set up now. I'm happy with the length of time that's on for. I've mounted all this into a little waterproof project box. So the relays are mounted in there. We've got our output, which will go to the skeleton. And the motion sensors on the front, so that will plug in, and that replaces where the button is on the skeleton. Now it's time to take it down, plug him in, and see how he goes.